Oh my God, this has caused so many arguments and so many fights. You wake up in a cold sweat because you think somebody's in your house.
Top or bottom?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I got stuck on the com.
Well, Mom, I'm gay, I like men. If you don't like it, y'all often stay away from. Bitch, you be. Hey, I'm internet YouTube sensation Antoine Dodson, and I'm chilling with 3LW TV.
3LW TV. Who's on this week? New York, LA, Chi-Town, DC, Atlanta, Miami. They know the D and now the me in New Orleans and Tennessee. Come sing with me. They're watching 3LW TV. Come watch with me.
Welcome to 3LW TV. I'm Lonnell Williams, coming to you today from Huntsville, Alabama, and have I got a special treat. Someone who rose to international prominence almost overnight.
Well, obviously we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here. Y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here. You don't have to come and confess. We're looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you so you can run and tell that, run and tell that, run and tell that. Homeboy, homeboy.
I want to welcome to the show Mr. Antoine Dodson. Thank you, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you for having me.
It started with an unfortunate incident with someone breaking into your house at the time. And then you really were passionate on the news that evening. But when did you realize that your life had changed?
Oh my God, it was so crazy because I knew that the interview was going to be on television, and like 3 hours after the interview aired on television, somebody called me and was like, "Wow, your interview was on YouTube and it got like 304 views." And I'm like, "What?" Like, so who cares? You know, people just trying to make fun of people. But actually, when they told me that, I started watching it, and I watched it grow, and I watched it grow. And like within 3 or 4 days, it was like all these different phone calls. "Antoine, we'll pay you this amount of money to come and do this or do that." It was just like really crazy. So I say within about that week.
So before this happened, what were your dreams?
My mother, she kind of reminded me, she was like, I kind of figured that this day was going to happen because when you was a teenager, you used to always speak about how you thought you was famous and how you had all these fake bodyguards around you. So she kind of reminded me of that, but I really wanted to be like a hairstylist. I wanted my own shop or something like that.
So is that something you still plan to do, going into doing hair or opening a salon?
Maybe like when I get to where I want to be as far as, you know, making my money and doing everything I need to do, I can kind of like fall back from the celebrity life and open up my hair salon and do hair on a regular, because now I don't have the time.
How has the notoriety affected the rest of your family, especially your sister?
Oh my God, this has caused so many arguments and so many fights within our family because people actually forgot the bigger picture, and it became more of like Antoine Dodson, Antoine Dodson, Antoine Dodson. Rather, how was Kelly, and did they ever find an attacker and stuff like that? So it's basically Antoine Dodson, and that's what caused riots within the family.
So is there resentment or any animosity between you and your sister or any other members of the family?
I say about the first 6 months it was like we had got these movie deals where me and Kelly was going to be like hairstylists in the salon or whatever. It was kind of like a beauty shop type ordeal. And my sister was telling the producers and stuff, "No, it's all about Antoine," and "No, let Antoine do it." And so we both lost the deal. So it was crazy.
So are you still pursuing offers?
I'm trying to get like the right people, somebody that I can like actually connect with the first time we sit down and meet and have a meeting, because I feel like we need that connection first. And I feel like I haven't got that yet.
Tell me about growing up in Huntsville. Before everything, I really want to get to know like who you were before. You're living in the projects. I spent some time, I didn't live in the projects as a child, but I had cousins that did, and I spent a lot of time there. And I know I used to get teased a lot, even as a kid. Did you ever experience any type of bullying or harassment?
I'm so glad that I'm doing this interview because a lot of people don't know that I'm not from Huntsville. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, and me, myself, as well, I never really lived in the projects. I had relatives who stayed out there, and I came and visit, you know, but we moved to Huntsville in 2004 or whatever. I was going to school, you know, trying to get my business degree and my salon license. and stuff like that. And, you know, I met a lot of people here, you know, they put me on the right path, and, you know, and you kind of like fall off. And so we ended up in the projects where my sister stayed. And it just so happened that when she did get attacked, I happened to spend a night at her house that night. Because we was taking our hair down, I was taking some yarn dreads out, getting ready for the next day. And she ended up getting attacked between the night.
Growing up in Chicago, did you experience any bullying?
Being black for one, being gay for two, you know what I'm saying, and being in the hood. So you're going to always be teased. And then, you know, I come from a very mixed family as well. And so you just get teased and bullied a lot for a lot of different stupid reasons. But you can say bullying was a major role in my life.
So how did you overcome that?
I fought them off physically.
Now, did you ever find that the same people that were bullying you in front of their friends were trying to holler at you on the side when...
That happens all the time, even up to this day. Believe that or not.
That's what just like pisses me off. It's like, because the same people that will be, you know, try to castrate you in front of the public will be trying to get in your pants, you know, when nobody else is looking.
When the street lights off.
Words of wisdom. Talk a little bit about the diversity within your own family.
My mother, she never like was raised with her family, or I was never raised with my father people as well. But you know, we did like this little ancestry.com thing, and we was finding a lot of our family, and it actually date back to Germany, Prussia, Germany, a place that no longer exists. Like, so that was really powerful, and we found a lot of family members all over the U.S. So it was really, really cool. So half of my family is from Germany. People
wouldn't automatically assume that, because I think that's one of the things that's wrong with a lot of us in this country, is that we automatically base our judgments on the way a person looks. With my family, we went back, my mom has gone back about 200 years, and there's still no, on my mom's side, no trace of slavery. Landowners, Native Americans. I was like, well, wait a minute. You know, that's not what I was taught. Now, on my father's side, some of them still are slaves. But so but it's interesting as we, you know, with technology, and that we're able to learn more about our history, that we do, and that we celebrate it, and we find that we're really a lot more similar than we are different.
When they came out with the Bed Intruder song, it was actually like a couple of seconds to a minute type song, but it had got so much attention that the guys, which was the Gregory brothers, they wanted to do like a 3-minute song, a full song. And at first I was thinking like, oh my God, is these fools is like really trying to play my family? You know, I was feeling like being in beast mode. But actually, you know, listen to how they explained it to me, basically saying like it's sending a positive message, you know, in a funny way. So that way, not only can adults relate to it, but also teenagers. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Let me get my 50%, put it on iTunes, and let's do this. Even though it wasn't like me in the studio singing and stuff like that, I kind of got hooked onto like, yeah, maybe I can really do music. So I started going into the studio with my homegirl Lady G, and we just been doing a lot of different music, and it's like created another personality.
My name is Lady G, and I'm an artist from Huntsville, Alabama, and this is my brother AD.
Describe your sound.
Actually, it's kind of like no other, but people tell me I kind of put them in the mind of Little Kim, because I'm kind of like Lady, but kind of like G, kind of like gangster, I guess, or gorgeous. You take your pick.
So then who were some of your influences musically?
Oh my God, I remember back then my mom used to pop in Michael Jackson, you know, Queen Latifah, she'll play Patti LaBelle. My mama just like all type of music, and so that's what got me hooked. I received a gold award for Bed Intruder for having over 500 downloads.
500,000.
Yeah. Yes, 500,000. No, 500,000. But I was so humble. I was so grateful that, like, I would have never thought in a million years that I would be in the position that I am in today.
How do you manage it all to make sure that you're not taken advantage of and that you're getting the most, you know, and I'm not talking about just from a business standpoint, but from family, friends, anybody, because everybody wants a piece of you.
It just goes back to, like, meeting people. I hire people that I know that's going to have the best interest in me, you know, like my manager, Beth Bolt, I love her to death. She's been there since day one. She makes sure that I don't get played, because we will find you. People just suck these days. Like, they just so rude, and it's so vicious. Like, first you say, Antoine, get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that. As soon as somebody gets some type of fame and actually have a job, it's, oh, you suck, you need to go jump off a bridge, you commit suicide. They're just so horrible. It's just ridiculous at times.
So how do you cope with that and deal with it?
Well, I can't swing no more because lawsuits come about, so I just swallow and keep going. Swallow my pride and keep it moving.
I wouldn't make it and take it to where I wanna be.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about you that people have?
People misunderstand my education. They feel like I'm just this ghetto black gay guy with the red bandana and a piece of paper just rolling his neck and acting crazy. But really, I went to college in 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the education down. You know, I probably can't speak like how I think, you know, but I really want people to get the understanding that I am very educated, and you can't put a contract on the table and think you can play me. I'm doing the music thing. I'm studying, going to the studio, laying down new tracks or whatever. It's just, you know, having to get the paperwork together and make sure everything is set to be sold, and, you know, doing all these locations for videos and stuff. So I'm really like focused on my music like a big deal. It's a big deal. I had moved away from my mother's house as a teenager, and I had realized that there was so many more other people that was like that other than me. So I guess it kind of gave me that confidence. So I got on the phone and called my mom and said, hello, Mom, I'm gay, I like men. If you don't like it, y'all all can stay away from me. I don't have to deal with none of y'all. I'm raising myself, this, that, and that. I just going off, like, and actually she was acceptable.
Yeah, that's a similar story that happened with me. It's like, wait, because you're ready to have that fight, and then suddenly they're like embracing you, like, wait a minute, that's not in the script.
Like, I've been new, child, just waiting on you to come to tell me.
And now you're everything I see.
Gay marriage, I really don't see myself like actually getting married to a man or a woman, but if it comes to that, definitely I will marry a man, and I do approve of it. So you better let us get married either way we want to.
Okay, so then, are you single?
Yes, I am single. You know, basically, with the career and stuff going on, it's kind of like hard to see who's actually there for you, you know, rather than what you can do for them. So it's a struggle for celebrities today.
What qualities would you look for in a person besides trying to see if they're authentic to begin with?
42-inch chest. I don't know.
That's the problem.
Oh my God, someone who has a good head on their shoulders, who's business oriented, because the field I get in, the field that I'm in, you know, I talk to big people in corporate, you know, in corporate offices, and I want you to be able to sit down and understand what they're saying, you know. So basically somebody who has a business oriented head, you know, smart, you know, just anybody. No. I've always been spiritual, you know. I always believe that something happens for a reason. Like, God has always been in my life, no matter through my ups and downs. He just teach me how to get through everything. So, and that's what I was raised upon, so I'm gonna keep on continuing.
So what advice would you offer to some young kids out there maybe who are struggling with their sexuality and their spirituality?
Oh my God, the best thing for that is, you know, just constantly keep praying. You know, there are going to be better days, you know, and, you know, just trust in your judgment. Life is actually great, and, you know, even though, you know, time heals our wounds, because she's doing better now, but you still, you know, have those dreams like, oh, you wake up in a cold sweat because you think somebody's in your house, or you're afraid to be alone. So that's what he took from us, our comfort, you know. So now it's like, we moving on, you know, everything is back to normal, but it's still that being alone thing.
Has there been any update on the case, or apprehending him, or finding out who it is, or do you know, have there been other attacks in the area?
Actually, like, I still like have friends that stay out there in Lincoln Park. So when I do come back and I go to Lincoln Park, there was this one Pacific girl who told me that someone tried to climb in her window with the same MO, you know, but her husband was there to protect her, so he ended up fleeing or whatever. But it's been a lot of cases with people climbing in your windows in Lincoln Park, but the guy has never been caught. You know what I'm saying? So it's just left to the police department on what they want to do. The investigators, they said it could take like 2 years for fingerprints and stuff to come back, given the fact there's so many murders that's happening that's unsolved. So it's like they're kind of pushing us back, you know. But I do believe that eventually he will be caught.
With all that you've learned, what do you know for sure?
That I'm going to be here for a while.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
That got to be Rihanna, hands down.
Cash or credit?
Credit.
Michelle Obama or Oprah Winfrey?
God, I have to say Oprah Winfrey because I just love her. She's just a good role model. Like, I want to be her when I grow up.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta or the Basketball Wives?
The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
X Factor or The Voice?
I have to say The Voice because I love Christina Aguilera.
East Coast or West Coast?
I'm going to say East Coast. Sorry. West Coast.
Hairy or smooth?
Oh, got to be smooth.
Mask or femme?
Ooh, mass.
Top or bottom?
Ooh, top.
Massengills or fleet?
Fleet. I love you, Rihanna. I love everything about you. You're so hot and fierce. You notice every time you take your hair down, I put the same color back in. I try to follow her footsteps so much. I just love her.
So have you had a chance to meet her yet?
Oh my God, no, I met everyone else except Rihanna.
Okay, so you know that's coming. It's only a matter of time.
You know it.
Well, what will you say to her when you meet her?
Bitch, you be. Girl, you is sickening, girl. I live for you. You give me life every time you come on my TVs and things. Like, I really love that girl.
Well, please continue to support my good friend, Mr. And look, I done made you my good friend, okay?
Good friend.
Well, good Judy. Please continue to support Mr. Antoine Dodson. We love you so much. And again, like I said, continued success. Thank you again for being on 3LW TV. I'm Lonnell Williams. I appreciate all of your love and support. Always stand in your light.
I'm gonna get this party started. Yeah, I'm drunk, but I'm tipsy with it. Mobbing to the groove of the crew. Well,
Yeah,
we sick
I'm
with
pumped.
it. Dancing with the speakers on my sneakers, man.
Yeah,
Get off my
get off
feet.
my feet.
Was gonna get into it, but the DJ dropped the.
B&B.
Now I'm jigging, I'm pimping,
Pimping,
I'm popping.
I'm popping.
Can't stop
Can't
it, girl.
stop.
I understand.
You
You
don't
don't dance, but this shit is knocking.
knocking.
Feel it through your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold and the shit retarded. Let's get drunk. Pour it in my cup. We gon' fucking party hardy.
Get this party started.
Let's get it jumping.
Jumping.
Tell them it's some new shit. Go on and tell like friends.
Uh-huh.
Gucci this,
Gucci.
Evie that.
Gucci.
Think I got it, Evie bag.
Evie
You
bag.
should come and get
Yeah.
it. You gon' wanna try
Try
it.
this.
Then you're gonna buy
Uh-huh.
it.
And
then
while
I
I
get
get
my
my
hop
hop
done.
done.
Lay it till you clowns hit the stage. Then I make them
Make
come.
them come.
Then I make them
He make them
slump.
slump. He make them jump.
I'm sorry, I got stuck on the com.
Come and get the record. You feel
No,
me?
I mean
C-O-M-E. Okay.
Oh, I see you in.
WTV.